Good morning everyone and welcome to the Meet Your Future campaign. My name's Claire Walker and I'm part of the Education, Work and Skills team at Greater Manchester Combined Authority. I'm also joined by my lovely colleague Diane, who's behind the scenes as my co-host, just to make sure that all the technology goes smoothly. For those of you that have joined us before, you might be aware that Meet Your Future was launched in April 2019 by Andy Burnham, who's the Mayor of Greater Manchester. And this was to enable more young people like you to meet and connect with different businesses and employers to explore lots of roles and careers in the area. This week is National Apprenticeship Week, and our theme for that is growth in Greater Manchester. And you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, well, what exactly does that mean? Well, throughout this week, our Meet Your Future sessions will be exploring the industries and the roles and careers that are fastly growing across Greater Manchester and what opportunities that affords you as somebody who will be part of the workforce in the very near future. You'll be able to learn about apprenticeships, what an apprenticeship is, and how an apprenticeship might be the option for you after you leave school or college to develop the skills and knowledge for your future careers. In this session today, you'll hear from Francesca Webster from Aldermore Bank. Hopefully the session will inform you, inspire you and highlight why you can be hopeful and optimistic about your future career in Greater Manchester. This is only actually quite a short presentation from Francesca, but please make use of the question box, which you can see for any questions or thoughts you might have throughout the session, and we'll do our very best to get them answered. You see this on the right hand side of the screen, and my co-host Diane will be publishing any questions that come through. Please ask your teachers to put any questions you have into the box, and please don't be shy because there's really no such thing as a silly question. Also, if you'd like to use captions or subtitles during the event, please select the captions and subtitles on your video control at the top of the screen. It's now my absolute pleasure to hand you over to Francesca from Aldermore Bank. So thanks very much, Francesca. Over to you.
Good morning and thank you. Thank you for having me here today on National Apprenticeship Week. So I'm Francesca Webster and I look after early careers here at the Aldermore Group. Today I'm going to give you a glimpse into the world of banking, which is in the financial services sector. So next slide, please. Okay, so a bit about the Aldermore Group. The group comprises of two brands. There's the Aldermore Bank and Motonovo Finance. So what's our story? Well, we were born out of the last financial crisis, drawn to help UK small and medium-sized businesses, homeowners, landlords, savers and vehicle owners when times were tough. We set out to redefine the role of banking and open up the world of finance for our customers, and we've stayed focused on this since day one. We still champion the underserved. So today, once again, and now part of the First Round Group, we're facing huge challenges, both in society and in the economy. Finance continues to change, people expect more, and technology is transforming services and increasing expectations. And at the same time, the number of people who don't fit into how banks usually do business is growing. So how do these people find straightforward funding? Next slide, please. Well, they choose us. We turn problems into opportunities and we support those that other banks won't help. We support the exceptions to the rule, looking for ways to say yes rather than no, focusing on people's future potential and not just today. Our aim is to do good and helping people to take action to move forward in life. Next slide, please. So, how do we do it? How do we operate? Well, there are three things that we do. We hold money. Customers save their money with us and we pay them interest in return. We lend money. We lend that money to other customers who pay interest to us for borrowing it. And then we move money. We move the money securely to where it needs to go. Next slide, please. So you'll find that most banks and financial service companies are split into 8 business areas. These areas are then split further into teams. And typically you'll have IT, sales, marketing, HR, operations, finance, risk and customer services. So what do those teams do? Well, the IT team runs the company's technology systems, maintaining infrastructure and the functionality of those systems. The sales teams are the link between the company's products and the customers that they are selling to. They're there to drive business and generate customer retention and growth. The marketing team develops and implements strategies to promote brand awareness and drive sales of products and services. The HR department, that's where I am, manage the employee lifecycle, for example, recruitment, training, promotions, employment law. The operations team perform tasks or processes that are needed within the sale of a product or service to a customer. The finance department obtains and handles any monies on behalf of the company. They control the income and expenditure. The risk team measures probable risks and threats, prioritising positive or negative impacts and developing strategies to manage risk. And the customer services team provides support and assistance to customers before, during and after the sale of a product or service. So with all of these teams, there comes a variety of jobs, which again need a variety of people with all different skills. So you may be sat there today thinking that you need to be an expert in maths to work in a bank. Well, that's not always correct. There are some excellent and well-paid jobs in finance if you're good at maths, English, technology, science, and my advice to you is to try to excel in those subjects. Equally, there are many jobs available for people with different skills, and at Aldermore we focus on your strengths. For example, you may be empathetic, great at talking to people. You might be creative and be able to think outside of the box with your ideas. And these are all skills that we look for. We're also looking to you as the person. Are you reliable? Are you a team player? And can we trust you to provide excellent service to our customers and protect our brand reputation? So whatever your strengths, there is an opportunity for you in financial services. Next slide, please. Okay, so now that we've explored the bank and some of the roles that we have, let's talk about early careers and apprenticeships here at Aldermore. We have over 40 different apprenticeship standards available from level 2 to level 7. That's all the way up to degree level study for ages 16 and above. And they last in duration from 12 months to 4 years, depending on the subject. Our QR code on the screen takes you to our early careers guidance. We recruit apprentices as and when we need a person in a role, which means that vacancies go live and change throughout the year. This allows us time to manage the support needed for an apprentice, not only to get them into the new job, but also get used to the world of work. In the last 6 months, we've recruited 3 sales executive apprentices, 2 accountancy and taxation apprentices, a treasury operations apprentice and a business controls apprentice. We offer a minimum salary of £18,000 a year, first class training, study support and a fantastic range of benefits. So why do businesses look to attract an apprentice? Well, you could say it's to get new and fresh ideas or build a talent pipeline. And of course, you guys have the latest tech skills. But there's more to it than that. 74% of employers say that apprentices improve product or service quality, while 78% say they improve productivity. Apprentices become highly skilled long before they finish their programme. And apprentices show exponential career development and low levels of attrition, meaning that you'll stay with us longer than a colleague who is not on programme. And 73% of teams that have an apprentice show a direct impact in their overall colleague morale. So where do you find an apprenticeship? Well, we advertise via the National Apprenticeship Service, which is www.findapprenticeship.service.gov.uk. Also on getmyfirstjob.co.uk and on our careers part of our website, Aldermore/careers. We're also active users of the LinkedIn platform, and you can follow us and search for jobs on there. Next slide, please. So if you're thinking of getting into finance, here's our 7 top tips to break into the financial services sector. 1. Build your personal brand. 43% of recruiters check socials often, so check yours reflects who you want to be. 2. Match words and phrases. If you're applying for a job, review the job description. Look for role-specific keywords and try and include as many of those words as you can in your CV. 3. Think about the competencies. Check the role specification for competencies such as you need the ability to make decisions, and prepare your interview answers to demonstrate how you've overcome a situation. And if you don't have the experience, then talk about what you would do. 4. Check about the company's values. The company will want people who align with their values, so you'll also need to make sure that the company is right for you. 5. Do your research. Head to the company's website and social media. Read the About Us section and all the latest news. 6. Competency-based questions. An interview is your chance to show your experience or thinking. Prepare examples using the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. If you can take part in a mock interview, it's a great way to practice. And 7, ask questions. Be interested in what success looks like in the role. Next slide, please.
Just on 2 minutes left for time, Francesca, just letting you know timelines, 2 minutes left.
Yep, great. So I hope you've enjoyed our glimpse into the financial services sector and the many opportunities that there are available for you to build a rewarding and successful career. And I will welcome any questions, and I'll pass to you, Claire.
Yep, sorry about that. I was just conscious of time because these are really short and sweet, these form time sessions, and trying to pack a lot in. Yes, we have got a couple of questions very quickly if we can, Francesca. Really important question, which I'd not considered, but obviously is important for young people to know. Where might an apprentice be based if they were undertaking an opportunity with Aldermore Bank?
Yeah, really great question. So you'd be based in Manchester city centre, and we also have an office in Wilmslow. We do hybrid working, so we're either in the office or sometimes at home, and a blend of all of those. But your first few weeks would definitely be in the office.
Okay, very good. The other one that we wanted to ask about, and again, just really quickly, if you possibly can, how important would you say it is to undertake some form of work placement or work experience before going into an apprenticeship?
It's great if you can get the experience, because it will certainly open your eyes as to what's available and what that day is going to look like when you get into the bank. But I wouldn't worry too much. We would always make sure that apprentices are well supported and cared for, and that they get used to, being in the world of work. So there's plenty of support available if you haven't had that opportunity.
Fabulous. Okay, I'm afraid time has actually caught up with us there. So I'd love to just say to you, Francesca, I learned a lot there myself. Thank you so much for your insight and your input there about what life would look like as an apprentice at Aldermore. Very interesting, very helpful for me, and certainly lots of information that I can be passing on to my schools and the students I'm working with. And I'm sure you guys out there also learned quite a bit from the information that Francesca was able to cover in that short space of time. I'd like to thank you all, of course, for joining us, and really hope that you found the session useful. Don't forget, you can keep up with all things Meet Your Future at our GMAX website, and the link is on the screen now if you want to take note of that. GMAX, if you don't already know, is your Greater Manchester Apprenticeship and Career Service platform, where you can find out lots of information about careers, apprenticeships, and what opportunities are open to you in Greater Manchester. Many of you will already be using this, and if you're not, please speak to your teachers and try and find out some more, because it is really helpful. You'll also see on the completion slide now a QR code, which we'd ask you to use for feedback. We'd love you to be able to do that. So if you're able, without getting into trouble, please scan the QR code. And if you can't do it now, don't worry about that. We will be getting in touch with your teachers to see what feedback you've got, because it's really important to us that we're always giving you the best possible sessions. So let us know what you think, and we'll certainly tweak and change things if that's needed. Once again, thanks to our speaker, Francesca. Thanks to Diane, who's been doing the tech in the background, and thank you from me. So go ahead and have a lovely Tuesday, and we look forward to joining you soon on some further Meet Your Future sessions.